guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Dalilah, aka Mooney, aka Mooney's Big Diary, and this is another video where basically I talk about high school trauma and middle school trauma and, you know, appearance-wise, insecurities, depression, all that shit, and just being perceived and stuff. Y'all already know. And I'm gonna do all this while installing this wig I have on called the Dalilah wig. It's a synthetic wig, and it's a synthetic wig and it's pretty, as you can see. So I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. I talk a majority of this video. I don't really start installing the wig until towards the very end. So if you're like mostly here for the install, you can skip to the end. But if you're here to hear me talk about my trauma, then stay fucking tuned. Don't forget to leave a like and comment anything you gotta say. I really appreciate the comments. I like hearing y'all thoughts on things. I love them comments. I love the comments more than I love the likes. I don't really have anything else to say for real. Peace out, Girl Scout, and let's get into the video. Oh shit. Hey guys, welcome. Excuse my lashes, they're like lifting quite a lot. Now remember that your girl is bald. In my last video, some of you came with me to go get it like shaved. So we're gonna be installing the Dalilah wig. I finally got my hands on this thing.
My turn? Finally!
Oh, y'all don't understand. When I said I've been waiting months to get my hands on this wig, I mean I've been waiting literal months to get my hands on this wig. Mind you, I got it in the color 1, not 435, not S22, because you know, like it's like always the random like ugly colors that nobody wants that be in stock still. But I got the color 1. Oh, we're gonna have so much fun together. So today's video, the topic is gonna be about, you know, how do you know that your friends know that you know, but they don't know that you know that they know that you're ugly? Stay with me. As I'm talking, I'm gonna be installing this wig. Honestly, this video is gonna be kind of hectic. I've never installed a wig in my this area before, but this is like such a good area to like record. And I have like my little mirror over here. I don't have a wig cap though, so I think I should go get that. I have one here somewhere.
A few moments later.
Okay, I have a wig cap. I'm not gonna be doing the ball cap method because I don't know how to do the ball cap method, and I don't think we're gonna be making edges either because I don't know how to do edges. So we're really just gonna be putting the wig on and then we're gonna be posing right after. Ooh. I look good bald. I don't know, I think I look good bald. How do I even start talking? Like, if you grew up ugly, you already know. Like, you already know what the deal is. I personally thought I was ugly for the longest time, right? But like when I look back at my younger pictures when I was in middle school, I just looked like a regular child. Like, I didn't look as hideous as I thought I did. So basically, I wasn't ugly, I was just black. Yeah, now I like look average, but I feel like back then, you know, I wasn't one of the pretty girls. I had a friend group and it was mostly like Hispanics and like biracials, or like people who just weren't like Afrocentric basically. And if they were still able to like bypass the beauty standards because they either had loose curls, like loose hair texture, or they had like lighter skin tone, like they weren't completely dark skinned. I was the funny friend for a long time, to the point where to this day I can't be serious. By the way, I'm cutting like the tags and stuff off. I want to talk about this appropriately. Like, I'm just trying to figure out like the right words to say to make this like appropriate, because I don't want to like make it seem like I'm rambling or like, you know, wasting time, because this is like a genuine conversation I want to have. I was on TikTok today and this one girl, she like made a post basically, and the caption was saying how, you know, her friends are always saying like she's pretty, but like she doesn't feel pretty because she's still treated invisibly by men. And then somebody in the comments had said something that like really resonated with me. They had said, my friends always tell me that I'm so pretty, but they never put me on with their guy friends. They never go out of their way to like, you know, prove to me that I am. So it's like, it's just a bunch of gaslighting basically. But in reality, they know the answer. Like, they know that I'm not pretty. And I related to that. I was a very boy crazy back then. I wanted male validation like really badly. I would just have crushes on literally everybody in hopes that one person will like me back. They never did. So that did not help my self-esteem. It just made me feel like I was even uglier. I went through middle and high school, you know, in that same friend group. They were also like, Dalilah, you're not ugly. You just gotta wait for the right person. You're not ugly. You just gotta wait for the right one. You gotta wait, you gotta wait, you gotta wait. But they never had to wait. So why do I have to wait, but you don't have to? What's the difference between me and you where I have to wait, but you don't have to wait? There's a difference between me and you. I would always ask this one girl, I'm gonna call her, she was Hispanic, I'm gonna call her Kat. I'm gonna call her Kat. So there's this one girl, Kat. Me and her, we were like semi-close. I mean, we're best friends, but around the time, like, I could tell that our relationship, like, I was trying to distance myself from the friend group because I was trying to see, like, I don't have a spot here. I'm tired of being the black friend that everybody overlooks. I'm just tired of it. Like, I'm clearly, like, not wanted enough by y'all or the people y'all hang out with. Or, like, I was feeling like I didn't fit in anymore. So I was like, I'm just gonna, like, not be here anymore. Like, pack my things and leave you behind. This feeling's over. Like, I'm just gonna leave and just go make some other friends, basically. And that's exactly what I did. And do I feel bad for it? No. Do I owe anybody an apology? No. Because, you know, you outgrow people and you just want to move on sometimes when you feel like you don't have a place anymore. And I just felt like I never had a place to begin with. I was only there to be the funny, protective black friend who was loud. Like, you know, like, I never felt like visible other than that in that department. I was like, around that time in high school, I was like a freshman. I was that one friend that would call herself ugly every 2 seconds. And I do understand it gets aggravating and you don't know what to tell your friend when, you know, she's calling herself ugly. And, you know, we're young and we do not want to go up to our friend and be like, okay, bitch, you're ugly. You don't do that, you know? I understand that there's like a set of rules you gotta follow. You can't straight up tell your friend like, yeah, nobody's talking to you because you're ugly. Like, you can't do that. But I do feel like the gaslighting and the bullshitting shouldn't have happened. Like, I don't know. And you're intimidating or you're independent is not the reason. There are social standards out there. Your friends are aware of those social standards. They just don't want to tell you. They don't want to tell you to your face that you're not the standard. And I feel like that's what should have been done to me. Somebody should have been like, Linda, my guy friends are colorists. My guy friends, they do not like dark skins. You know, we go to a school where, like, you know, like, I just feel like something should have been done. And I know y'all are thinking like, okay, Linda, when we get to installing the wig, you can always skip forward and, you know, see the part where I get to the install. But this is more of a chat than a wig install. And the wig install just happens to be a part of the video, but it's not like the main part of the video. Kat was like more of a tomboy. She got the guys. Like, guys liked her. She got that validation. And it's like, it's crazy, like, to be in a friend group and you realize that you're in a friend group where guys are attracted to that group. You're in a friend group where, like, guys will not hesitate to, you know, walk up to the group and, like, you know, start conversing. But with the cute friends. I remember once I was in the cafeteria, it was freshman year, and we were leaving the cafeteria. I got up with my friends and they were talking to their guy friends or whatever, and this one guy came and he was trying to, you know, get at them or like trying to talk to them, but like at my school, if a guy is trying to talk to you, he, like, even as a friend, he's gonna eventually want you. Like, that's just how it always goes with men. He had come into the group, like, trying to, like, talk to them, like, hey, my name's so-and-so, like, what y'all do? Like, you know, he's talking to them, like, yeah, I'm talking to the pretty bitches, like, whatever. And I was standing there, and he had, like, walked, like, in front of me, as if to, like, block me, like, out of the way. I don't know if he did it subconsciously or if he did it on purpose, but he stood in front of me as if to, like, block me away from everybody. So I had tried to walk around him, and he turned on, he gave me the dirtiest look. Like, what is that? Like he gave me a look like, you know, when a guy's trying to talk to the cute girls and then the ugly bitch walks in and they're like, ew. Like, you know, like, it was kind of like that. And the look he gave me, I'll never forget it. Like, I remember, like, just standing there in shock because I automatically knew what the look meant. Sometimes, you know, that's the look he gave me. And automatically I was like, oh shit. I just walked and I left them all behind and I walked straight to class. I never told anybody that because I didn't know how to explain it. I didn't know how to bring it up. I just kept it to myself and I internalized it, basically. Ever since that day, every time I saw that guy, I never liked him. Like, I would give him the dirtiest look from afar because it's like, why would you treat me like that? You know, like, what did I do to you? That's when I realized that was just gonna be the dynamic of the group, you know? I'm only there to be funny. I'm not one of the pretty girls. So when the guys come, when it's a 4-man or a 5-man or an 8-man, I need to know my place and leave. Do y'all see these curls, man?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I was fighting for my life to get my hands on this wig. It was not even funny. Okay, hold on, because I'm literally fighting.
A few moments later.
I remember one day we were walking, and around that time, I was like feeling discouraged that day because I was just so tired of like, I was feeling even more insecure than usual. I was getting desperate because all my friends were getting in and like into relationships, out of relationships, and into new relationships. I was that one kid where when I was in middle school and I noticed that all my friends were dating and I wasn't able to date. I wanted to, but I couldn't. I'll be like, oh, okay, I didn't get a boyfriend in 6th grade, so maybe 7th grade. And then when 7th grade I didn't get a boyfriend, I'd be like, okay, I didn't get a boyfriend in 7th grade, so maybe 8th grade. So when I didn't get a boyfriend in 8th grade, I was like, okay, so maybe 9th grade, because, you know, it's high school. There's way more boys now. There's no way nobody can, you know, not like me. Like, that was my mentality. So when I saw that, like, 9th grade was going past and, like, nobody liked me, that's when I started to panic. And that's when I was, like, you know, always asking my friends, like, especially Kat, I'd be like, hey, like, you know, you always say I'm pretty, then why don't you put me on? Like, you know, you got a bunch of guys, just put me on. She would never say anything. She would just be like,
does that sound like something you want?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you, you'll never get it.
I feel like deep down she wanted to be like, Dalilah, nobody fucking likes you. I was very, very sensitive back then. I did not take lightly to criticism or like judgment or like talking tos or like whatever. Like, I did not take lightly to that. So I would ask the other girls in the group, I'd be like, you know, like, you guys talk to guys day in and day out. Like, why can't y'all, you know, tell them like, hey, I have a friend and like, you know, she wants to like, you know, talk to somebody and, you know, like, you should give her a chance. Like, I feel like they never even tried because they knew I couldn't look for myself, because nobody was paying me any damn mind. So I would ask them because the guys came to them. They were the pretty, chill girls. Guys were, you know, naturally drawn to that. I was not pretty or chill. So I obviously stood out like a sore thumb. And sometimes I think like, you know, maybe like, what did I expect? It does like affect like, you know, how you view yourself at the end of the day. When you get treated like that and when you feel like that, you're not gonna get out of it like, oh, I love myself. That's not how you're gonna feel about yourself. You're gonna feel like shit. Like, you're not gonna feel good about yourself like at all. That's why people can't be like, oh, self-love is the best love. And it's like, no, when you're in an environment, imagine this, you know, you have a flower. For the flower to grow, you need to water it. You know, you can't not water a flower and then be like, why is it not growing? Like, that's not how it works. I feel like people view self-love as a surrender. When people tell you, oh, like, you know, forget relationships, love yourself, they're telling you to essentially give up. When somebody's telling you that they do not feel validated enough and they feel invisible by society, which results in them to not appreciate themselves because they think there's something wrong with themselves. I don't think telling them love yourself is gonna be the band-aid that you think it is. It's like saying like, you don't, unless you love yourself, you don't deserve love. It's not fair at all. Because there are bitches out there that hate themselves that get love every 2 seconds. I feel like love is a very lucrative term. It's not fair to just put it in this category that you need to do this in order to get this. Love happens in all shapes, and it happens to, in certain forms of love, happens to certain forms of people, and certain things happen to certain people. I don't think it's fair to just sit there and, you know, put these expectations and expect it to work. Because after a while, I tried to love myself and I didn't. I hated myself even more. Being told, oh, you just gotta wait for the right person. There's no right person. We're human. I feel like human beings putting that mentality in their head like, oh, I'm gonna wait for the right one. There is no right one. If you do not go out there and experiment and, you know, talk to people, get to know people, and, you know, give yourself that experience, you just think Prince Charming is just gonna walk by. Because I just wanted experience. That was all it is. Not everybody wants the same thing. I'm not looking for a Prince Charming. I'm not looking for the boyfriend. I just want to feel invalidated. Like, I just want to feel validated like my friends were being validated. I want to feel pretty. Who doesn't want to feel pretty? Nobody can sit here up in my face and tell me that they don't like, you know, compliments, or they don't not like, you know, being acknowledged. Like, nobody can sit here in my face and lie to me and tell me that they do not like that. When you lack that, it's going to impact you whether you like it or not. And a lot of people are not going to agree with me. They're probably going to be like, that's not true. When I tell people to love, I don't care what you do. Like, it doesn't help. If it was helping, you would see a fucking difference. When have you ever told your friend to love themselves and it made a fucking difference?
Should she suffer? All right, clap if you think she should suffer.
It doesn't make a difference. Me being told to wait never made a difference. Me being told to love myself never made a difference. Self-love is not this journey that you just close your eyes and you end up there. First of all, healing is not linear. So telling somebody to love themselves like just like that is assuming that healing is linear, and to get from point D, you have to start at point A and then go in a straight line. No. There are people who have been trying to love themselves for years. That does not mean that they do not deserve love in that instant. That's not fair. That is not fair. That's not fair for the girls. I don't think so. I saw this one comment where this girl, she basically said like her mom, instead of her mom saying love yourself, her mom said, you know, I'm really sorry that this is happening to you, and I'm so sorry that I can't help you. Like, you know, like, I'm sorry I can't make this easier for you. That's all you can really do. And I feel like we just need to start being honest, because the whole love yourself shit never helped. The whole, oh, just wait. Some people want love now, and that's okay. Can we stop making it seem like we're in the wrong for like wanting to feel something now. Like, how come y'all get to date since elementary and everybody else has to wait? Who are you to tell people to wait? And the people that are telling people to wait, these are the people that haven't been single since 03. It'd be those, the ones who've never been single a day in their life, talking about some wait. But when you broke up with Josh, you didn't even wait 2 weeks before you hopped into another relationship. So why, when I ask for it, somebody who's never experienced it and just wants to experience it once, I have to wait? Because you don't know how to tell me that nobody wants me.
Oh well.
You just come up like random, like, you know, shit just to say to like make me shut up. That's all I really got from that. I had this one friend tell me, this was like after like, I had one friend, I'm gonna call her Bear. So me and Bear, we had that friendship where we would always talk about our trauma. I love friendships like that. Friendships where we talk about our trauma, we dissect it, and then we try to find, like, you know, figure out why certain things happen to us. But those are my favorite type of friendships, because we're just listening to each other talk about how shitty life is, and you know, I like that. She knew I was boy crazy around the time, because I was so boy crazy that I tried to make her boy crazy with me. I remember in middle school, in 6th grade, I used to tell her like, I have a crush, and how if I can get the crush, I'm gonna put her on with this guy so we could both have boyfriends. And I would just always come up with like these little like things to like, you know, get the girls lit, you know. Eventually, like one day she just told me, like, Linda, like, you liked all those boys, but I knew that they were not gonna like you back. Before y'all say, oh, she's fake, like, no. That's what I needed to hear. It's okay to tell people that. She didn't even say it in a rude way. She just said, like, you know, like, I knew that, you know, those guys were not gonna like you. And she didn't say it in a way to be shady. She didn't say it in a way because that's my best bitch. You know, sometimes you need a real bitch to really tell you just, you know, what it is. I had one friend that I had considered like a best friend at one point. I'll call her Moon. So me and Moon, like, we had gotten close in my middle school. I would cry. Like, she doesn't understand. As a Hispanic girl, she doesn't understand colorism. I would always cry to her about colorism and how, you know, I hated being, you know, black, and like how I feel like, you know, if I wasn't black, guys would like me more. And she'd always be there, you know, trying to support me and being like, you know, like, oh, like, that's not true. Like, you know, I know so many guys that like black girls, and da-da-da-da-da-da. There was this one guy that she was close with, that, and they were just friends at the time, and I had a crush on him like for the longest time. I would cry to her about him all the time, like always asking her like, oh, is it my skin color, is it my body, is it my face, like, you know, always just degrading myself. Basically, I did that a lot back then. And she was like, no, it's none of those, I swear. Just like leading me on and gaslighting me basically. And then one day she just ended up with him. So that was like the end of that. I just feel like my friendships would have ended up better if we just had more honesty all around. I feel like it would have ended two ways. We would have stopped being friends earlier, which wouldn't have meant anything bad. It would have saved us a lot of the drama. Or it would have made me more realistic. I'm that type of friend where girls will find me pretty and guys will find me complex. It's either I'm invisible or I'm like really intimidating. Like, I can tell when I'm intimidating. I can tell when certain guys won't approach me because I look I look on guard, like I'm ready to fight every 2 seconds. Don't piss me off. But if you have one of them friends, girl, and you know they get all the guys, and then you're always asking them like, hey, like, you know, you do get all the guys, like, can you like put me on? And they never put you on, and they never like attempt, or they never like even try or anything, girl, they think you're ugly. They know like you're not the standard. Like, they know that. They just don't know how to tell you. So I'm just gonna save y'all the trouble and the time. Sometimes I wonder, like, Linda, were you really ugly or were you just black? The answer always comes back full circle though. Me and my best friend, we were talking the other day, and then she was like, Linda, like, there is no way. And honestly, I kind of believe her on this one, because if I showed y'all my high school pictures and the picture that you post on Instagram, I was that girl. Like, I was really not ugly. Like, I don't know what the deal was with the guys. Me and my best friend, we were talking, and she was like, like, I know the guys liked you. Or like that most, like, some guys like, they just never said anything. Like, when it comes to my other friends, they would never hesitate. It was a quick, I like you. But when it came to me, they're like taking it to the grave. Like, it just made me wonder, like, you know, like, are you embarrassed to like me? Like, if you're embarrassed to like me, then why like me in the first place? Like, I just like get over it at this point. If you're embarrassed to like me, then you probably shouldn't like me. After high school, guys came into my DMs talking, okay, some of them did go into my DMs. One or two had confessed that they liked me, that they had a crush on me, and they thought I was so funny, and that they wanted to talk to me. But it's like they never did. And it's like, why did y'all I just feel like if I was any other girl, they would have talked to me. Like, why did y'all not talk to me? You thought I was so this and so that, but you never said anything to me. And it's like, me and my best friend were saying like that little crumb of validation would have taken me. I know we shouldn't depend on validation, but I'm a human fucking being. And I'm not going to deny that nature of myself. That's like saying, oh, you know, it's wrong to cry. I'm a human being, and I feel like, you know, a little bit of validation would have carried me a long way. When you have no validation, you're not like, it's gonna affect you whether you like it or not. One or twice, and I would have been alright. Like, but it's like to never say anything, and now high school's over. Now we want to start talking. It's like the damage is already done, and I'm already sick of y'all. I'm already sick of y'all.
This is killing my brain cells. Next, I'm never gonna spend time on that.
I'm already done. I don't want to hear it. Like, I'm fed up. And I was waiting for that moment.
My turn? Finally!
I was literally saying, like, in high school, afterwards, if guys text me, I'm not paying them any mind, because why would you go this whole time? You know, you have some type of attraction towards me. You didn't even try to be like a little bit more forward with it. Like, you didn't even have to tell me that you liked me. You could have easily, like, you know, left some hard eyes in my DMs, or you could have, you know, been nicer to me. Like, the guys in high school were not nice to me. But I know guys like me. I'm not gonna say that guys are not like me at all. No, I know guys like me. But they were just not nice to me. I don't know how to fucking describe it. Like, y'all would have had to been there to experience it. Like, I know guys like me, but at the same time, they did not want to like me. I guess some of them just felt really angry at themselves for liking somebody like me, and then they would just take it out on me. I could name so many instances where guys were mean to me, and I could just tell they had feelings for me, but they just didn't want to. So I'm not even gonna go around and say, oh, I wasn't fucking liked by nobody. I just wasn't validated properly. In my eyes, silence means that I'm ugly. Silence means that I'm the problem. Silence means that, you know, I'm not good enough for, like, you know, certain interactions or like relationships and stuff, and I don't deserve a chance or whatever. That's what silence was to me back then. I wonder what their excuse really is, because it was quite a, now I think about it, I can count on like I want to say a hand or two how many guys like have feelings for me and they just never said anything. Not even them not saying anything that bothers me. It's the, I know they would have said it to another girl. So I want to know why they never said anything. Because it's not the whole, oh, I didn't want to ruin our friendship. Because there are guys that are friends with girls and they'll go out their way to ruin the friendship and confess to the girl and not care. Like, now I'm just thinking.
Everybody look to the left. Everybody look to the right.
I'm just saying, like, I really don't know what it was. And that makes me feel like a little bit more invalidated, because it's like, you know, let's say it's me and another girl, and you're friends with both of us, and you know damn well if you were attracted to the other girl, you would have been told her. But no, you're attracted to me and you don't tell me nothing. And I can see it in a guy's eyes when he likes me. They look at me with this like heated animosity. They look at me like this. I am not gonna say no guys like me. Even though I've said it, it feels like it. That's the part that pisses me off. It feels like no guys like me, but they did. It just bothers me the most because I know that one validation would have taken it. I wouldn't have hated myself as much. I wouldn't have blamed myself. I wouldn't have thought like so many things were wrong with me. I wouldn't have been a bully to myself as much. All it would have taken, one or two like, hey, you're pretty, or one or two like, cause like I remember my best friend had told me that this one guy that I was friends with told her like, wow, like, yeah, I love Dalilah. She's amazing. Like, she's like a good person. Like, da. And my best friend was like, okay, but why are you telling me this? You're not telling her. And it's like, and it's like, if she never told me that, I would have never thought he felt that way. And I'm not saying he even had a crush on me, but I'm pretty sure he was one of the people that probably did. It's just like, you know, like the niceness. Like, they were afraid to be nice to me. They were I don't know what it was. Can somebody like tell me that? Like, what does this mean? I know I was on the hyper side back then, but I think I was kind of normal. I know I was hyper and I know I had my weird moments, but I was still a normal girl. Like, I don't know why, like, the avoidance was, like, something serious. Like, now I think about it, there are a lot of guys. I just knew they wanted to have feelings for me, or, like, they wanted to see me in a different light, and they just didn't allow themselves to. Maybe it was a racism thing. Maybe it was the whole, like, liking a black girl thing. Maybe it was, like, the whole, like, okay, but, like, not only is it a black girl, but it's Dalilah. I was funny. I was, yeah, I was opinionated, but like, not to like, I don't know, like the way I was shunned, it made it seem like I was like the worst, weirdest like person to like ever exist. I know a lot of guys considered me and they just never went through with it. In middle school, I know nobody liked me though. Like I know nobody really like had a crush on me, but I know high school was a little bit different because I did have guy friends. I could see them, the way they would look at me sometimes where they wanted to consider me as like an option and they just never let themselves consider me as an option. Hey, what do I know? There was this one guy, I'm gonna call him Glasses, because he wore these tiny little glasses. I wasn't really into him, but he wasn't ugly. Like, I couldn't see myself with him. That's why, you know what? Bitch, we found the fucking answer. Bitch, we found the fucking... They probably couldn't see themselves with me. They probably tried to imagine a relationship with me and they just could not imagine it, so they just shied away from the idea. Anyways, the ball cap method makes so much sense. I'm just way too lazy to learn it. What do they want you to do? Like, what do they want the girls to do who don't want to like sleep with the wig in? Once I put a wig on, it needs to be off that same day. So like the ball cap method is not convenient to me. But it's like I only get my hair installed if it's like a human hair wig because like I can just go back and put the wig in myself the same way she put it. If that makes sense. Like I don't know if y'all are understanding. For my human hair wigs, I want them to look like nice. I want them to look like, you know, like a wig, like edges and all. I always felt I was different. Like I don't even want to be like that one girl who think like she's like, you know, different from other girls, but I always felt like something about me just confused people. Like I don't know, I got treated different compared to most girls. I got treated different compared to pretty girls, ugly girls, smart girls. Like something about me stood out. I got treated very oddly. Like people didn't know what to make of me. Like they wanted to dislike me, but they couldn't. Or like they wanted to hate me, but they couldn't. Or they wanted to like me, but they couldn't. Like it was so weird. Like I was like what's that word? Enigma or whatever? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. English isn't my first language.
私の名は吉良義景。年齢33歳。自宅は森王町北東部の別荘地帯にあり。
Like people just didn't know what to do with me. Something about me just made people like confused. That's why I always saw myself as like a weird person, like a weird individual that people just don't understand because only girls understand me. And even then it's barely like, me and the girl gotta be on the same wavelength for her to for real understand me. But like guys really do not understand me. Like they don't know what to make of me. They don't know what category to put me in. And you know what? That's all it comes down to because men think so simply. When it comes to girls, it's either she's a hoe, she's not a hoe. She's pretty, she's ugly. She's smart, she's dumb. Like they put people in like separate categories and the minute you're complex, it's like they shut down. I'm not saying like, you know, like other girls are not complex and that's why they get... Here we go. I'm saying that the minute like they can't put you in a bubble because there are some girls that's easier to put in a bubble for guys compared to other girls. They couldn't sit there and be like, I'm ugly, but they couldn't sit there and be like, I'm pretty either. They couldn't sit there and be like, oh, Dalilah's fucking stupid. But they couldn't sit there and be like, oh, she's like the smartest. They couldn't sit there and say, you know, Dalilah's like not funny, she's boring. But they couldn't say like, well, I am funny. There's no black and white. I'm funny. Like they knew that. Never mind. They knew that from the get-go. People, seriously. Also, this video is not for the bitches who stay in and out of relationships and who think they're gonna come here and say self-love. This isn't your fucking video. Get the fuck off my actual account. Not even video. Get off my account. This isn't for you. This is for the bitches who grew up feeling undesirable, invisible, not good enough, insecure, and where a simple just love yourself was not gonna do shit. Bitch, that bag scared me on the ground. I thought I was Bebo. The reason I had an obsession with this wig is because I wanted to be cute with her. By cute with her, I mean like, you know, cute with her. I wonder if like this matches my shade. I don't think so. So I think I'm gonna like, how am I gonna do this? I'm not gonna put edges and no, I did not pluck the wig. Y'all think I should have plucked it? I feel like wigs like these should come pre-plucked. Like, this isn't my job. Like, I shouldn't have to do all that. This is the bitch that was calling ugly, by the way.
Boy in a man's world. And I'm a man who loves to play with boys.
I swear. Y'all know when the Grinch goes, Y'all have not seen ugly yet, for real. They was really trying me. It's not that I got called ugly. I just didn't get treated like I was pretty. There's a difference. So when you don't get treated like you're pretty, that's when shit starts to get kind of crazy. That's when shit starts to get a little bit wild. I feel like a little bit plucking would do this wig a little bit of justice. And I have to make sure like the shit is ear to ear. As much as I'm enjoying it like in the front, I gotta make sure like the actual front of it is actually doing good. I think the lace isn't bad. It's not like, if you really like, it's not hard to melt this wig. Like if you do the ball cap method, you're not gonna have an issue melting this wig, like literally at all. Also, I've like achieved nose contour in a way that's inexplainable.
Watch your man, you should watch your mouth.
Like I can freaking contour now. Your girl's makeup game improves day by freaking day. I love that for us. I hate when the hot comb is on and it smells like it's about to burn literally everything now. Okay, so this wig is so like pretty that you don't have to be concerned about plucking. Sometimes I wish I was in school looking the way I do now. I still feel like guys wouldn't have spoken to me. I feel like they still would have like been the same. I know this one boy though that was like kind of on the bolder side, but he still never, he was so, I kind of want to say his name because what exactly am I hiding? I don't think he'd even see this video, but I'm gonna call him Rodrigo. So Rodrigo, he never like explicitly said like, hey, like I had a crush on you. We never talked like that. Like we didn't really, I remember, okay, when I first seen him, was it freshman year? I think so. I think it was freshman year when I first seen him. And I was like, oh, like he's cute. Like he's a cute boy in our class. Like I remember thinking that when I first saw him, but we never spoke. Like he was in my English class. Okay, that was just like the moral of the story. Like, we never spoke. But I feel like he wanted me, like for real, because I'll be sitting in English class and then he will go out of his way to rub his legs against mine.
Good Lord, I can't.
And before y'all say like come on now, like he was a tall guy, I'm not gonna lie, I considered it, thinking like, okay, like maybe his feet, but why are you dead ass rubbing your feet against my feet? Like why were you literally doing that? Like he would like, you know, put hard eyes on my story and stuff, and I could have sworn he tried to talk to me once, but I was just so like not feeling it. Like I don't know, like because as much as I crave love, y'all, I'm like extremely emotionally unavailable because I just want this wig to be like regular. Like I'm not trying to do too much with it. I feel like y'all want me. I feel like y'all want me so bad. Y'all like, ooh, the things I'll do to Valinda, and it's like, I get it, but guys, chill out, you know? Wigs like these give me such a boost in confidence. It's not even funny. I love them. And guess what? I'm gonna buy her again. Yeah, I said you're mad? I'm gonna buy her again.
Bitch, who the fuck?
Oh, by the way, I did get it off of Amazon. I don't know what the fuck was going on. And I was praying on this wig for the longest time. Like, I wanted this wig since last year, I believe. I wanted this wig for a very, very long time. In every like wig types, Divatress, Glamourtress, all the tresses, I was subscribing for them to let me know when it would come back in stock to the email, and they never emailed me. They never did. That's when I was starting to panic. I was like, damn, this wig that I want so badly and it's not even in freaking stock. I was scared for the girls. But then when I saw her sitting there menacingly, I knew she was calling out to me. Y'all, seriously though, I hope you guys aren't bothered by this lash. I feel like once you put lashes on, that's it. Taking it off just to put it back on is insane to me. I can do my own lashes too, like extensions. I'm just so freaking lazy and I haven't had the time. Also, I feel like it makes washing my face even harder. It's like when I wash my face, I like to have the whole canvas to myself. I do not like washing my face and there's things in the way, like edges. That's another reason why my wigs don't stay on long, because I need to be able to wash my face. Like, I don't know how the girls do it. Y'all need to give me tips on how to be a bad bitch, because I'm like ruining the game for myself. You can see the lace a little bit, but once you glue that John down, she's melting. Like, that's why I'm like, there's other like ways to like lay a wig. Like, it doesn't have to be the ball cap method. The lace is like blendable, guys. Like, I'm gonna give the lace that. The lace is very blendable. What was y'all high school experience like? I'm gonna make a video on high school soon. Did I ever finish telling y'all about Rodrigo, by the way? No, I didn't. Anyways, if that was like, he used to like send me like hard eyes in my DMs and stuff, and I didn't take him seriously because in my head he was so cute that it was just giving player. Like, it was just giving like you just wanted another girl in your DMs. So I did not take him seriously. But now that I think about it, I did not see, like, I don't know how I viewed him, but I didn't take him seriously. Like, we didn't talk like that for me to like really have a perspective on him. That's why I did not take him seriously. And I don't know. And I remember one day after homecoming, I had walked out and I had seen him like making out with this girl like full force. Like, it was scary. I heard the lip smacking and all, and it disgusted me. That's when I was like, yo, what? Good for him. Like, I'm not like anti like him, but it was just so confusing like witnessing that. And he was in my face even after high school, to the point where I moved him to general just so I wouldn't have to see his DMs, because I was starting to feel bad for not responding to him. I didn't know what to say. Like, I don't know how to act around him. Y'all can't blame me. When you're not used to attention, that's how you act. Like, I don't know. When somebody's like giving you attention, you become suspicious of them. When you don't experience nothing, oh, fuck, I burnt myself. If you don't experience shit, trust me, and in my favor, it was a fucking bad thing. Like, you can't just not experience. Like, you need to have the experience to know how to react to certain situations because, you know, you've experienced it. If you've never experienced it and you just like, you're just not gonna know. So him, like, you know, being in my DMs and stuff confused me because I wasn't used to anybody, like, actively being in my DMs. He was a special case, so I didn't understand him. And he did other things, and I don't know, like, I don't know. And there was another guy. There were guys that had crushes on me. I'm dramatic, you know. And then, hey guys, I'm not gonna lie, when I be talking, I do have a bipolar disorder, and I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure if you can have BPD and a bipolar disorder, but I exaggerate badly, like, to the point where it sets me up for failure. Like, I exaggerate very, very badly. My brain wants me to be depressed. So, like, I don't see anything as good news. I'm not nice to myself. Like, I will go out of my way to, like, sabotage myself and make myself feel shitty. So, like, I can sit here and be like, oh, like, nobody liked me and cry about it. And the whole time I was the most wanted in school. No, wait, but I don't want to even say like that because I don't want y'all to think that y'all can't relate to me. Because, like, that really wasn't the case. Like, I really wasn't, like, getting the attention for real, but it's like I just be sabotaging myself sometimes. Do y'all see how freaking hot this wig is? I think I spent, like, not gonna lie, like 60 on it, but like, it's Amazon. When you buy wigs off Amazon, they're gonna raise that wig like up $20. They do not care. And I think they do that because they know you can't get it anywhere else for real. Like, I don't know, do y'all like it? It's pretty, right? I'm not gonna do my edges because I don't know how to do edges, so I'm just gonna leave it like this. Let me hold you. Yeah, I'm done with the install. I'll catch y'all later. I got more videos coming. Subscribe and leave a like and turn the notice on. Period. Catch you later. Bye.